Hi everyone, it is my pleasure to introduce today's presenter, Mr. Duraid Mohammed. Mr. Mohammed is a licensed professional civil engineer with years of experience in civil engineering, construction management, infrastructure, and project delivery. He holds a bachelor's degree in civil engineering and a master's degree in construction management, where he graduated at the top of his class. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Mohammed.
Welcome everyone, and thank you, Elisa, for that wonderful introduction. I truly appreciate your kind words. They set a positive tone and make me feel honored to be here today. I'm excited to have the opportunity to share my thoughts and experiences with you folks. Let's begin. Based on my past education and experience, the construction management is built on 9 fundamental pillars. Without understanding these pillars, even the best software and the most experienced teams can struggle. In such a situation, the result is often delayed projects, cost overruns, and outcomes that fall short of expectations. McKinsey's research on mega projects still holds 98% run over budget by more than 30%. 77% finish at least 40% late. Here's the part people miss. Most of those failures happen because scope wasn't controlled, schedules weren't realistic, risks weren't tracked, or agreements weren't documented. Although McKinsey's research centers on mega projects, the key pillars behind successful project delivery remain the same, whether you're managing a small project or a multi-billion-dollar development. To make this easier to understand, I've organized construction management into 9 core knowledge areas, which are mostly the same ones you'll see reflected across Construction Management Association of America, CMAA, and Project Management Institute, PMI's frameworks, adapted for the field. These areas are scope, schedule, cost, procurement, contracts, quality, risk, safety, and communication. We'll walk through each one, then I'll show you why they never actually work in isolation. The scope. Scope management. Let's start with scope, because scope provides the baseline that the other management disciplines rely upon. Scope management is about precisely defining what is, and just as importantly, what is not included in the project before a single trade shows up. That starts with a clear scope statement and work breakdown structure, breaking the project into work packages you can actually measure. It's backed by the drawings and specifications, which are the technical baseline everyone builds from. And it requires a formal scope change control process, because scope will change. The question is whether you control it or it controls you. Through years of experience, I've seen more budgets destroyed by uncontrolled scope creep than by bad weather, bad soil, or bad luck combined. Write the scope down, get it signed, control every change to it. Example. On a $50 million office building project, the owner initially requests 8 floors. During design, they add a 9th floor and a rooftop terrace. Good practice. The CM issues a formal scope change request, gets it priced and approved via a change order before design is updated. Poor practice. Common mistake. Allowing verbal small changes that lead to $2 million in uncontrolled scope creep. Time and schedule. Time management, sequencing the work so trades don't collide and the job finishes when it's supposed to. It starts with translating your scope into a logical sequence of activities. Then, critical path method scheduling identifies which of those activities can't slip without delaying the entire finish date. And on a day-to-day basis, it's the look-ahead schedule, a rolling 2 to 3 week plan that actually keeps the field aligned with that master schedule. Here's how I think about it. The master schedule tells the story of the whole job. The 3-week look ahead is what actually gets built this week. Example, a school renovation project has a fixed opening date in 14 months. Good practice. The CM develops a master CPM schedule, then maintains a 3-week look-ahead schedule every week. When the mechanical subcontractor falls 10 days behind, the CM resequences interior finishes to recover time without delaying the overall completion, leading the project to finish on time. Cost and budget. Cost and budget management, controlling the money from the original estimate through every dollar spent in the field. It begins with cost estimating, turning your scope and quantities into a realistic budget. Then it's cost coding and tracking, comparing actual costs to that budget trade by trade, continuously, not just at the end. And it's change order and contingency management, protecting your margin every time scope shifts. My rule: if you're not reviewing committed costs weekly, you will find out you're over budget the same month the job finishes, when it's too late to do anything about it. Example, a hospital project with a $120 million budget. Good practice. The CM tracks committed costs weekly, not just spent costs. When steel prices rise 18%, they immediately notify the owner and explore value engineering options. For example, changing cladding material, while still in the design phase. They maintain a contingency drawdown log and minimize the price rise impact. Procurement. Fourth, procurement and purchasing. Getting the right materials, equipment, and subcontractors on site at the right time, at the right price. That means running bid packages and subcontractor buyout to solicit and award the trade work. It means tracking long lead materials, ordering early for anything with an extended delivery time. And it means formal purchase orders and vendor management, so everyone knows exactly what was bought, from whom, and when it's arriving. Remember this. A schedule is just a promise until procurement confirms fabrication, shipment, and delivery milestones. Example, on a data center project, long lead items like generators and switchgear are needed. Good practice. The CM creates a procurement schedule early, runs early bid packages for these items, and uses pre-purchase agreements so the items arrive on site exactly when needed. They also track vendor submittals and fabrication milestones closely. Contract and agreement management, the legal framework that defines who's responsible for what and what happens when something goes wrong. That starts with understanding contract types: lump sum, guaranteed maximum price, cost plus, unit price, design build, progressive design build, integrated project delivery, because each one allocates risk differently. It includes the terms and conditions, payment terms, retainage, warranties, liquidated damages, and it includes having a documented claims and dispute resolution process before you ever need it. My advice? Read every contract like you're the one who'll be arguing over it in 12 months, because you might be. Example, AEGC is awarded a $35 million contract on a GMP, guaranteed maximum price basis. Good practice. The CM thoroughly reviews the contract before signing, clarifies ambiguous clauses, for example, liquidated damages, change order markup percentages, and sets up a clear claims and dispute resolution process. When a differing site condition arises, they follow the exact contractual notice procedure. Quality. Sixth, quality management, making sure what gets built matches what was designed the first time. That means a real quality management includes planning, assurance, and control plan with defined inspection and testing criteria by trade. It means approving submittals and mock-ups before mass installation, not after. And it means punch lists and closeout inspections that actually verify the work before it's turned over. Simple truth. Quality control is cheaper before the drywall goes up than after. Example, installing curtain wall on a high-rise. Good practice. The CM requires mock-ups, enforces a detailed quality control plan with checklists for every trade, conducts pre-installation meetings, and performs punch list walks before drywall is installed. Defective sealant is caught and fixed early instead of after occupancy. Seventh, risk management. Identifying what could go wrong before it does and having a plan ready. That starts with a risk register, logging risks by likelihood and impact. Then mitigation planning, assigning a real owner and a real response to every major risk. And insurance and bonding, for transferring the risk you can't absorb yourself. Here's the thing about a risk register. Every risk on it that isn't assigned an owner isn't actually being managed, it's just being written down. Acceptance, avoidance, monitoring. Example, a project in a flood-prone area. Good practice. The CM maintains a live risk register with 40 plus risks. For the flood risk, they assign it to the owner via insurance and the contractor via scheduled contingency. They also identify labor shortage risk early and secure key subcontractors with letters of intent months in advance. Safety. 8. Safety management. The non-negotiable discipline that protects your people and your project. That's a site-specific safety plan with hazard analysis before work even begins. It's toolbox talks and ongoing training, not a one-time orientation. And it's incident reporting and OSHA compliance, documented properly. After 25 years, here's what I know. Safety isn't a department, it's a daily habit. Every good superintendent I've ever worked with starts their morning walk with it. Example, a multi-story renovation with active occupants. Good practice. The CM implements a site-specific safety plan with daily hazard analysis, requires weekly safety walks with all foremen, enforces strict hot work permits, and maintains a zero-harm culture. When a near miss occurs on scaffolding, they immediately pause work, investigate, and update procedures. Communication. 9th, communication and stakeholder management. Keeping the owner, the design team, your subcontractors, and your own team aligned in writing. That means stakeholder mapping, knowing who needs what information and when. It means RFIs and meeting minutes, formal channels that create a paper trail. And it means a real reporting cadence, daily logs, weekly updates, monthly owner reports. Remember this one because it'll save you someday. If it wasn't documented, proving it becomes much harder. Verbal agreements do not survive a dispute. Example, a large mixed-use development with owner, architect, city officials, and community groups. Good practice. The CM sets up a communication matrix, who gets what information and when. They issue weekly progress reports, hold structured monthly owner meetings with dashboards, maintain an RFI log, and send daily field reports. When the community raises noise concerns, the CM proactively organizes a town hall and adjusts work hours. Now here's the part that separates a good construction manager from a great one. These 9 areas are not separate boxes. They're a system. Change one and the rest move with it. A scope change doesn't just affect scope, it ripples into cost, schedule, procurement, and risk all at once. A late submittal doesn't just delay quality control, it pushes your schedule and adds cost. An unclear contract clause doesn't just sit in a drawer, it becomes a risk and a communication problem the moment there's a disagreement. A good construction manager doesn't manage these 9 areas in isolation, they manage the system. Let's recap. 9 knowledge areas run every construction project, no matter what software you're using. Scope, time, cost, procurement, contracts, quality, risk, safety, and communication. Master these principles and you'll become a more confident and capable construction manager, ready to take on any project with clarity and confidence. Now I'll hand it back to Lisa. Thank you all for giving me the opportunity to share my thoughts, experiences, and insights with such a wonderful audience. It has truly been a pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Mohammed, for sharing your valuable knowledge and practical insights with us today. Your experience and thoughtful perspective have given us a deeper understanding of what it takes to successfully manage construction projects. We also thank our audience for joining us today. We hope you found this presentation informative and valuable. Be sure to join us again in the future as we continue to bring you more insightful, practical, and value-packed presentations designed to help you grow professionally and succeed in your projects. We look forward to seeing you again soon.